Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning. How are you? We've made it to Friday, guys. We're here. The weekend is starting. It means 2 days off from this face and this really Midwestern obnoxious voice. Lucky for you. How's it going, guys? Did you have a good night? Did you sleep okay? Got your coffee? I have mine. It's on the last gulp. There, I've officially had all of my coffee. Good morning. We got a few things going on, and I swear to you, this time, I have the Avatar Fire and Ash trailer loaded up, ready to go. So hopefully I don't forget again. Someone remind me. Let's do that. Someone in the chat remind me to play that trailer. We got a couple trailers to watch today. Hold on. I feel like there's something in my teeth. No. Okay. I'm just imagining things. Anyway, got a couple things to talk about. We can recap some stuff if you want to. It is Friday. And we're still at 200 hours away from the giveaway. Remember, analytics with YouTube, they don't show you like up to the moment. It's from 5 days ago. Your watch hours are from 5 days ago. So this is as of the 26th, I think. As of the 26th, it's 200 watch hours away still. So remember, once we hit, it has got to be soon. Once we hit that 3,000 hour mark, I will randomly select one of our lucky subscribers to win a custom designed comics and hoodie. And CJ over at CJack Productions said he would throw in a $50 gift card for one of his sponsors, Ryzen PCs. So, let's go, guys. That's some cool stuff, right? It's the biggest giveaway we've ever done. Like, ever. Oh, and speaking of big things, you guys helped me get the new computer. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. You guys are the best. But good news is, Wednesday, he's going to be picking up my old computer, taking out my graphics card and stuff so we can finally put together the new one. All the parts are in. We just got to put it together. The bad news is there was not going to be a stream on Thursday and Friday. But starting Monday after next, whole new setup. I am so stoked. I'm going to have a busy weekend setting everything up. But good news, the new computer is happening, and it couldn't happen soon enough because I can't take it anymore. But before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and ring that notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. Let's say good morning to Nerdling Deranged Lunatic. Good morning. Good morning, Summer. Man, Penny's doing the work, man. She is doing the work. Good morning, Terrence. I did. But we'll get to that. Good morning, Objective from Krypton. Those are some really long comments, Terrence. We're just starting. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, let's pop into some headlines. Y'all. Get a drink out of my Sue Storm Fantastic Four light up cup. Suck it, Terrence. I do not think at all that Sue cucked anyone in that film. I thought Fantastic Four was great. I think Pedro Pascal pleasantly surprised a lot of people. I think he was Reed Richards to me. I thought it was a great movie. I'm sorry, I disagree. It's subjective, okay? They're all subjective. Anyway. Anyway. All right, let's cover a couple headlines and we'll watch some trailers and all that good stuff. And then we'll get into our main topic, which is James Gunn legit writing a sequel for Superman? Because as always, God love him, somebody's gotta. James Gunn can be very confused and confusing about everything. And then 6 months from now, it's going to be our fault. It's like, you misunderstood me. You did not read that correctly. Oh, pardon me. I don't know words. So, Tom Hiddleston, who has played Loki, Laufey's son, or also Odin's son, as he, says at the very end there. He's played him since 2011. He famously became God of Stories in the final season of Loki, season 2, meaning he's the one who's holding all the timelines together. They kind of formed Yggdrasil. It was very pretty. Anyway, I thought it was very fitting, suited him. But when we ended in Loki season 2, he basically has to stay there holding those timelines together. Like he can't really leave, because if he lets go, they just but he's going to be in Doomsday. And he says, for the first time, this is the first time he's referenced it. I'm mostly in a position of knowing and not being able to say anything. It's strange. You have to just be very disciplined about carrying this secret around. But it's been an extraordinary chapter of my life playing Loki, and it's not over yet. Well, that doesn't say much other than he's going to be sticking around a while. That's good. I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki, and like, other people that have been in his position, like Nicholas Hoult, he auditioned for Thor, didn't get it. They offered him Loki, and I think that really adds a little something to his character. So, anyway, looking forward to that. Again, I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki. I think he's just absolutely phenomenal. I really can't imagine anyone else in that role. I don't think any of us can at this point, but there you have that. Moving on. Let's go ahead and let's watch the Avatar Fire and Ash trailer finally. Like, for once. Aw, deranged lunatic. Give the hoodie to Penny. If anyone deserves it, she's the one. Well, now I feel bad because now I definitely need to send Penny something else. Like I've sent Penny a little care package. It wasn't much, but it's what I had. But I think I'll have to send her another one. But I've already told people for like a month now that I would randomly select a subscriber. So I can't go back on my word now, but I can send her a little something extra. So I don't disagree with you at all. Oh my gosh, so many in the chat. Good morning, Dom! Good morning! Good morning, Brogu! Deranged lunatic. Tom Hiddleston seems to be like he would be a decent person in real life. Yeah, so far. All right, guys. Let's watch this trailer. It is not my content. I did not make this. I am not claiming ownership of it. The studio sent this to me to review and give commentary. So we are going to review the trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash and give our commentary. So, here we go. Ooh, pretty. I will say they're amazing at the
strength
at the
of
graphics.
The ancestors is here.
Okay. Director James Gunn. It's very pretty. I mean, look at that. Just visually stunning. Now we have the big volcano. There's Spider. I gotta say one thing really, really quick. Like while we're watching this looks really good. Like visually, it's absolutely spectacular, and everyone seems to agree. Terrence is saying it's gonna make $2 billion like the last. But here's the thing: I've watched the last one. I watched the last one. I don't know how many times. Like I watched it a couple of times, and I can't really remember much about it. Is it just me? Like, I feel like I can't remember a whole lot about it. Like, I remember the first one really well. The plot, I remember that very detailed. But the second one felt, dare I say it, a tad forgettable. Visually, just spectacular. I mean, the Avatar movies are they're a class all in their own. They really are. Visual effects, cinematography speaking. But for some reason, that last story, it felt like it's just not sticking in my head. I remember Spider. Whales had special stuff humans wanted. Okay. Whales had special stuff. So it was about the whales. It was a Star Trek 4. Good morning, Patricia! Where is he at? Good morning, Anthony Manzano. We will see, Anthony. We will see. Oh, Terrence says Avatar 2 had better writing than Avatar 1. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I liked the first one better. It definitely stuck in my head more. And not one of you has noticed my hair. But anyway, we're moving on. We're going to keep watching this trailer.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
So there goes that perfect marriage they have. Now they're fighting.
If there's something you can do, then you must do it.
With great power comes great responsibility. See something, say something, do something. So, am I to understand that this fire tribe is on the side of the bad people?
No, Spider. And we will find another way.
Okay. It's just stunning. I mean, really, look at that. Just beautiful. In a class all its own. Very epic.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
Oh. Uh-oh. So there's that. Loki, it's just Dances with Wolves, but blue. You're not wrong. Dances with Wolves is epic and an absolute classic. Anthony says, I think the reason why most people like the first one has to do with it was all inspiring One, because it's when you first got introduced to Pandora. You might be right. Loki says he's rooting for the evil Navi. Again, I mean, you could pause at any frame and just be, sucked into how beautiful it is. Just awe-inspiring how stunning this is. I mean, look at the hair. That is amazing VFX work. Absolutely amazing VFX work. Absolutely. Look at that. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful work. I just hope that the story matches up to I mean, look at that. That is just stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. So Anthony says, I don't think these new Navi are evil. I think they're more fanatical in terms of how they want to protect Pandora from the human world, but they seem to be teaming up with humans. If I'm interpreting the trailer correctly, I could be wrong. Sometimes it happens. Dom Riley, $2 billion, but Sam Worthington can't afford acting lessons. Youch. Youch. Sorry. I really think Sam Worthington is smoking hot, so I can't trash him. my double X chromosomes won't allow me to do that. Terrence says, also, antagonist doesn't mean evil or bad. In real life, humans have a hard time knowing the difference. I've always felt like some of the best villains are the ones that you could just, I mean, almost justify. Because evil doesn't think, hey, I'm evil. I want to be evil. Just like crazy doesn't know it's crazy. Evil doesn't know it's evil. Evil thinks it is justified. And the best villains can damn near convince you that that is true. So, love it. Yeah, I want to see where that goes. Anthony says, I think that's just a red herring in the trailer because let's not forget directors sometimes put red herrings things in the trailer to throw people off. And didn't that guy try to sue once for that a few years ago? I thought Ana de Armas was in this movie and she's not. Yeah, that was kind of a dick move. I'm not gonna lie. Smoking hot, but he's a terrible actor. I just can't. The double X's won't let me. But I do have to say there are some situations where, like in Star Wars, I don't want them to humanize or make the Sith justified. The Sith are supposed to be evil, petulant, selfish, greedy, and evil. That's what I want. You can type as much as you want to, my friend. You type as much as you want to, but just bear in mind, I'm not going to be able to read and react to every single one. So some grace on my end, please and thank you. But anyway, tell me what you think. Does this trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash hype you up for the third installment? Are you excited for the third Avatar film coming out next year? When is it coming out? I had to look that up. Let's see. By the way, did I already say that? Did I already tell you guys about the computer? I did. Sorry about that. It comes out this year, actually. Well, it did. Listen here. Listen, Linda. Listen. When is it coming out? Oh, December 19th this year. Anthony, this is why I like Grand Admiral Thrawn. He is an amazing antagonist. Love him so much. Just incredible. So brilliant, so calculating and manipulative. My gosh. Oh my God, my nose itches. I'm so sorry. It's finally raining here. Like the heat wave has broken and it's raining, which means mold and mildew is rising. And I know I talk about it every stream, but I have the worst allergies in the world. And the only time they didn't bother me was when I lived in Hawaii. Like I miss that. But yeah, I love Grand Admiral Thrawn. Those are some fantastic books. Just manipulative and calculating. Okay, let's go. December 19th, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Somehow James Cameron, who's in his 70s, is like, hey, I've been taking care of myself. I'm eating right. I'm exercising. I'm going to live long enough to direct 4 and 5. I promise. Good morning. I blew myself. Oh, good morning. Penny, Danny, why did you leave Hawaii? Well, because I was an active duty Army wife, and the Army decided 5 years in Hawaii was enough for us and then sent us on to Fort Hood, Texas. That's why. Yep. It was, look, I love Hawaii. It's beautiful. The weather is amazing. It's just a beautiful scenery, but it was insanely expensive and very far away from my family and very difficult to come back and visit. And I was very young and having children. And you kind of want your grandma and your sister around when that stuff's going on. So there you have it. But I did live there 4 or 5 years. And I have good memories. Your comment on Thrawn psychology, give me a moment to scroll up and find that. Anthony says, I've said this, he's a sociopath because he actually believes he's justified in China. I don't think that's what you meant. Destroy other planets because his planet was destroyed by the Sith. He is a sociopath. And again, he will never admit it, but that's a petulant thing to do. You know, it is very selfish. It's immature. And that's what makes him so complex. He's this brilliant strategist. He puts off this air of, I've got my emotions in check. They do not rule me. I rule them. I'm this incredibly stalwart and calculating admiral. You know, but underneath all of it is this very immature ideology of, you know what? I can do what I want because look what was done to me. So that's how I feel about that. I think it makes him very complicated and complex. And that's what I appreciate about him. Mm-hmm. All right, we're moving on from Avatar and Thrawn. We're going to go back to some headlines. Let's see, we did that. Oh, we have another trailer. Do we have any Conjuring fans in the house tonight? I am a fan of the Conjuring movies. I've been aware of the Warrens for years before these movies came out. Now, they do change a lot of things for, you know, creative license and all that stuff. I get this one here. There we go. I feel, no. I just, there. I feel a little better about life. This one hair just sticking out. Again, No one's noticed. Not one person is noticed. These are just like my husband. Anyway, I'm not a big horror person. I'm not a big horror fan, but I do like ghost stories and stuff like that. I'm really big into that. Deranged Lunatic says, supposedly in real life, Ed Warren was a real scumbag. Was he? Was he? I don't know about that kind of stuff, but now I'm curious and I want to look into it. Anyway, not a big horror person, but I do love ghost stories. I do love, supernatural stuff. I'm not real big on gory slasher stuff. I feel that's kind of an excuse. And, I've had my own limbs chopped off, so a little close to home. But I do like the Conjuring films. And I haven't watched this trailer yet. Not for lack of trying, but y'all know how my family is. Ma'am. So let's watch it together. Again, I do not own this property. I did not make this. Okay? We are simply going to view this trailer, to review it, and add our commentary. We're going to discuss it. So without any more jibber jabber, to quote my dear friend Star Wars Meg, let's get at her. Oh, hello, Lorraine. Patrick Wilson is also a smoke show, but did you guys know that Miss Vera Farmiga here is a metal vocalist? She's a lead vocalist for a metal band. What? And it's like legit metal. Like, I'm telling you, it blew my freaking mind. Most of these actors that want to break into the music industry, they go for like pop stuff, like, oh, poor Jeremy Renner, Jennifer Lopez, all of them. Even Jennifer Love Hewitt, she cut an album. They do this kind of pop thing, but Miss Vera Farmiga went full blown growling into the mic metal. I'm not kidding. This is just, was she doing that before she was acting? Are you kidding me? I must know more. That's it. Listen, I'm not a huge metalhead. There's some that I get down with. Like, that's cool. Definitely not anything new. But it was kind of like respect. Like, seriously, did not see that coming at all. That's absolutely amazing. Didn't see it coming. All right, here we go. I'll quit.
The devil has come to Pennsylvania.
1986. I was a child. I was alive. Oh shit, I forgot Bruce Willis too. Well, Bruce Willis did like blues and stuff, right? And old Patrick Swayze. She's like the wind. I forgot about that stuff. Okay, here we go.
Jack and Janet's girlfriend, an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced
I think
this.
I remember this
8
situation.
people are not crazy.
Oh, that's right. And it's kind of douchey, isn't it, Jill? Oh,
So
we got to
when did this
focus.
start?
Heather's confirmation.
Something in the attic.
There's an evil here.
Oh.
Something I've felt before.
Ooh. I like creepy.
This thing in your house is a demon.
Uh-oh.
It's the first one that we ever encountered.
Oh.
We were young. We were scared. We ran away. And after all these years,
Miss me?
It wasn't done with our family.
No. Oh, is that their daughter? Oh my. Oh, creepy. Uh-oh. Oh!
Saint
Right before
Michael,
my birthday.
defend us. Be our safeguard
Creepy dolls.
against the devil.
Oh.
In nomine Patris, et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus,
Woo.
by the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
Uh-oh. 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 That looks good, in my humble opinion. Again, not horror isn't exactly my thing, but I like ghost stories. And there was some creepy stuff in there that startled me. So, you guys gonna go see this in September? Huh? Good morning, Fernando. Good morning, Music City Soul. Let's see. Terrence says, based on a true story, such a terrible exaggeration. I can't stand when they say that because none of that stuff happened as it's being depicted. It's merely just a metaphor for emotions. Anthony, yes, she's been doing it for a while. We're talking about Vera Farmiga's metal band. She just didn't. They debut an album till 2024 because of her acting career. Got it. Anthony, is Annabelle part of that universe? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because they were the ones who captured Annabelle. Is that a way to put it? Did they exercise the doll, they put it in a glass case, and then recently someone messed with it, they died. It's like wild. Deranged Lunatics, September 5th is my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to your dad. Mine is the 7th. I'm a Virgo as well. Penny, too scary for me. I haven't been able to watch any of those. Really? I can see that, though. They can be scary. They really can. Dave doesn't like this kind of stuff. Not that it's like too scary for him. He just... his belief, he doesn't... It's hard to explain. It's just not for him. We'll put it that way. There you have it. Anthony, I feel like Annabelle better than the actual Conjuring movies. Really? I like the Conjuring ones better. Just saying. But there's not my kind of movie. See? I'm not into the slasher. I'm not into horror stuff. I'm not into slasher at all. I like ghost stories. Some. I'm extremely picky about it. But yeah, I get it. Deranged Lunatic, the doll that they use for Annabelle isn't what Annabelle really looks like. No, Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. Yes. Paramount Activity have you watched Paranormal Activity? I think I watched the first one. I just wasn't interested to watch the rest, and World's Finest Team Up, aka Terrence, says some of my religious friends can't handle this material. That's okay. I'll force them. Yes, the Nun movies are a part of this universe as well. We're going to move on for this. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, drop them in the chat below. We need to get it rolling. James Hawes, director of the Lantern series, guarantees an intergalactic aspect for Lanterns. He says, it won't disappoint the classic fans. Hawes says, we get to meet the characters in quite a rooted way before it takes you intergalactic. That is a good choice. That is a good choice. And this is coming from Lanterns and the Amateur Director Get Real, Brandon Davis. So Brandon Davis had them on his channel, and that is what they had to say about it. They're also calling it kind of DCU's Men in Black. I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Danny, what do you mean you're not into slashers? Nope, I got to send you a list of films. I'm just not, and I won't watch them. I'm just not. Again, I've had my own body parts actually chopped off, so not into it. And a lot of times I feel like the shock value, the gore, is just to distract you from the fact that they've got, lame script, not good enough acting, direction, all that stuff. They're focusing too much on the gore than they are the story. And again, if I have my body part cut off, I don't care for it. It's too much. So there you got it. Director Lunatic, Danny, did you like the movie Lady in Black with Daniel Radcliffe? I think I did, but it's been a very long time since I've seen it. I don't really remember much about it, but you are out of your mind. Lanterns looks terrible. I don't want to see a grounded Green Lantern series. First of all, they've not shown us anything yet, but like one picture. And he says very specifically in this quote, it won't disappoint classic fans. We get to meet the characters in quite a rooted way before it takes you intergalactic. It will have the intergalactic aspects for Lanterns. You haven't seen anything yet, my friend. You haven't seen anything yet. I think this is an amazing, amazing way to do this. I think it's good. I think it's going to be good. I don't care what you say. I'm looking forward to it. And that's that. This is one of the things I'm most excited for in the DCU. I think Peacemaker Season 2 is the thing I'm most excited for this year. And next year it's probably Lanterns, because I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. And I like what they've had to say about it. I love the casting. I think Aaron Pierre is perfect for Jon Stewart. I think Kyle Chandler is going to be a wonderful, words are hard, a wonderful older Hal Jordan. And I like what he's saying here. He guarantees intergalactic aspects for the Lanterns. And then it's not going to disappoint the classic fans. We're going to meet them in a very rooted way. So we're going to meet them on Earth. And then it's going to go to space. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's an excellent way to bring people in, because not a lot of the general audience, not a lot of normies know much about the Green Lantern. They don't really know that they're space cops. So looking forward to that. Dom Riley, I completely agree with you. Kyle Chandler is extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. How can he possibly not look like Jon Stewart? We've had no live action Jon Stewarts yet to date, but I think he looks like Jon Stewart. And you want proof that he can be tough? What is the name of that Netflix movie? Something Ridge. He's in that with Don Johnson. I'm looking it up. I can't believe I can't remember the name of that movie, because it was actually really good. Dave and I watched it together. Don Johnson. It was called Rebel Ridge. That's it. Watch Rebel Ridge on Netflix. It will absolutely change your mind. And I think an older Hal Jordan is going to be amazing. That's going to lead up to listen, just watch my breakdown of the Green Lantern Corps for Earth Sector. You'll know exactly where they're going to go. And I think you're wrong. I think you're completely wrong. I think he's a good actor. Watch Rebel Ridge. We're moving on from that because we're going to be here all day. And how many times do we get characters swapped out? And first of all, like, he's based on a cartoon character. We're never, like, it's extremely rare occurrence that we find an actor that is capable and looks exactly like the character. That is a rare occurrence, and it's nobody's fault because it's a fictional character. But I think Aaron Pierre has the chops. I think he can handle it. He reminds me of Jon Stewart. He's got that voice. I think he's perfect. I'm just saying. Yeah, but those cosplayers can't act. They're not trained actors. That's the conundrum right there. Give it a freaking chance. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen a finished product. You're making judgments before you see a finished product. You're making judgments before you see a finished product. That's never a good idea, my friend. All right, we are moving on, Terrence. We're moving on. Guys, I haven't even told Dave this yet, and I keep forgetting to. And I was just watching Icons on Earth. Terrence, we're moving on. Let it go. We're moving on. I was just watching Icons Unearthed about James Bond yesterday, and then this news came out. So, as you know, Amazon now completely owns the James Bond franchise. James Bond, which is the first big cinematic franchise in cinematic history. Amazon now owns the rights to it, which is kind of scary. It's like the first time ever the Broccoli family is not involved. So, and we all know how the big studios, especially Amazon, are handling these, historic franchises. But they've handed the reins to the new Bond film over to Denis Villeneuve, director of Dune. He will be directing the new Bond film. And now the writer has been chosen, and it's none other than Stephen Knight, the creator and writer for Peaky Blinders. I think that's an absolute win. Peaky Blinders is absolutely phenomenal. This guy is a huge Bond fan. I think that's a win. That's a really good choice. Dom Riley, Bond 26, where James Bond drives an Amazon delivery van. Oh, James Bond has to find out who blew up the London Amazon fulfillment center. But Stephen Knight, phenomenal writer. Peaky Blinders is just so good. If you haven't watched it, I'm forever in my Peaky Blinders era. That show is phenomenal. The writing is absolutely impeccable. And I love that they have chosen this man. I love that they have. So this feels like an absolute win. This is coming from Deadline. Let me pull up the article here. Remember, everything's going to run slow until next week. And good morning, Nerdling First Class Contributing Producer, Kino. Kino, you get that chat under control. Terrence is just running roughshod. After setting Denis Villeneuve to direct the next James Bond movie, Amazon MGM Studios has a writer in its sights to pen the next installment. Oh, good grief. I got to disable my ad blocker. Stupid Deadline. Stephen Knight has been set to write the pick. Amy Pascal and David Heyman are producing via Pascal Pictures and Heyday Films, respectively. Tanya Lapointe will executive produce. Since landing full creative control of the franchise this year, Amazon MGM has been through in its search for behind-the-scenes talent that will be overseeing the development of this next pick in the series. Pascal and Heyman, pardon me, I seem to be having a bit of an asthma issue. Wonder if you guys could hear the wheezing. Pascal and Heyman were first to be brought on, and after meeting with a number of directors, the studio tapped Villeneuve to direct. While there have been rumors about who could potentially play the coveted lead role, sources say the only focus in recent weeks has been who would write the script. With a number of meetings taking place with potential candidates in recent weeks, the British-born Knight seems to be putting himself in pole position. But insiders said a final sign-off could not be given until he met with Villeneuve, who is currently filming Dune Messiah. Insiders say that meeting finally took place last week, with Villeneuve fully on board for Knight to be handed the job. As for who will be the next actor to carry the title of 007, insiders say not to expect a decision anytime soon, as Villeneuve returns his focus to finishing Dune Part 3 while Knight pens the script. As for Knight, he is the creator, executive producer, and writer of BAFTA-winning series Peaky Blinders, starring Cillian Murphy, as well as series including the Emmy-nominated Taboo and C on Apple TV. I didn't know he wrote C. I enjoy that show. And BAFTA-nominated SAS Rogue Heroes for the BBC, as well as 1,000 Blows. That is a phenomenal show. Check that out. This Town on BBC, The Veil on FX, which I couldn't get there, sorry, and All the Light We Cannot See on Netflix. The latter earned multiple nominations, including Best Limited Series at last year's Golden Globes. Dom Raleigh, yep. Don't forget, he was supposed to write the Ray movie. The Ray movie, which is now not happening. Deranged Lunatic. Is Pedro Pascal going to be the new James Bond? I mean, is it everything else? No, they are focusing on a British actor. Thank God. Thank God. So that I've definitely heard for free. Seriously, I keep saying it. You guys are as bad as my husband. No one's noticed my hair. Not one person. Not one singular person. How am I supposed to feed this ego of mine and my vanity if nobody's going to notice my hair? It's fine. We're moving on. God, if you have any emotional outbursts like I just did, nope, that's not what you were supposed to notice. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about my hair, kidding. Not really, but yeah. Or Stephen Knight writing the James Bond film, leave it in the comment below. I appreciate that. Thank you. I colored my hair, you jerks. I don't want you guys to sit here and be like, oh my God, you look beautiful. I want you to like, hey, is your hair darker? Why, yes, it is. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. I colored my hair. I wasn't fishing for you guys to tell me how beautiful I am. I just want you to notice that I colored my hair. Grief. All right, guys. So, as Superman crosses the $500 million worldwide line, James Gunn not really announces, but he comments on Threads that he's penning a sequel. But there's a caveat, as there usually is with him. So we're going to have to be very careful with it. He also said on Threads that, yeah, he knows there's a lot of toxicity and the Snyder cult stuff. So in order to combat it, just don't talk about it whatsoever. Don't share it. And that's exactly what I've been saying. Like, it's an algorithm thing. If you interact with it in any way, you're telling the algorithm that you absolutely love it. You want to see more. And so it shows you more, shows more people more, etc., etc. So he also said that's why he prefers Threads, because there just seems to be less of that on Threads. Threads is kind of like Blue Sky to me. It seems like a vacuum for the most part. Blue Sky, there's completely zero different takes. You know, there's no varying of opinions on Blue Sky. Okay. And if you try to put a varying opinion on there, you get tackled like really bad. Threads, it started off that way. Now there are some, like, but it's extremely few. There's extremely few varying opinions on Threads. So to me, it's kind of like existing in a vacuum. But on Twitter, there's a lot of varying opinions, but people get really stupid about it. So there you have it. There you have it. But he did respond to someone's question on Threads. They asked him, let me find it. Well, this is a comment on his post about not interacting with toxic stuff. Blue Sky is boring as fuck. I forget I have it all of the time. Because you guys know, whenever I'm going to go live or I upload a video, I post about it on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. And then I forget about Blue Sky a lot. Blue Sky, you can't say as much. You know, you only have so many characters, so I got to cut out a lot of the description. Then I get like maybe one person sees it and no comments, nothing. So it's boring. It's dull. It's lifeless. It's one-sided. Blue Sky is extremely one-sided. Threads is pretty much one-sided. So, I mean, what's even the point? So there you have it. So anyway, on this comment on James Gunn's Threads, where he said, stop interacting with toxic stuff. You're just telling the algorithm you love it. This guy, Bobby says, very solid advice, James. Now that Superman is out and the press tour is finished, do you have any time to relax? James Gunn says, Peacemaker press and sequel writing. Sequel writing. Terrence, MySpace was all we had at the time. So do with that what you will. Yeah, I'm hoping for some Brainiac. But after this comment, he clarifies. This person's comment is insanely confusing. This is a crazy comment, and it's very, very confusing. Miss Alex says, I'm a little confused right now. Yeah, we're about to be after reading this. Is this the same movie you've talked about in the past? The one where you said Superman had a major role, but wasn't exactly a sequel? Or is this a different movie? And this one is actually Superman 2. Are you asking if this is Superman 2 or a different movie? That's all you had to say if that was the question. Like, I guarantee you, James Gunn looks at this and goes, hey, Jennifer, can you read this? Wait, oh, do you think so? Do you think that's what he's asking? It's a weird way to ask it. Okay, let's see. It's a weird way to ask it, but I mean, who am I to talk? I do this shit all the time. Like when I did that poll, I look back at it later and I'm like, all I could have said was this, and it would have been very clear and concise, but now you've made people think you don't understand English. Look, half the time when that 90%, I'm going to be real here, 90% of the time when that stuff happens, it's probably because I'm stoned. So it's probably late at night and I've had my bedtime smoky smoke. Oh, so James Gunn explains, he answers this crazy question and says, yes, sorry. This is the same movie. Which one? Superman has a major role. It's not Superman 2. So it's not a Superman 2 sequel. It's a sequel to something that Superman has a major role in. I mean, again, like, what is the sequel to? If it's a sequel, what's it a sequel to? Are we all I can't wrap my brain about it. Is it a sequel to Supergirl? Supergirl doesn't come out till next year. I don't understand. Help me understand. How are we writing sequels to anything other than Superman directly when it's the only movie to have come out in the DCU so far? He's not writing Creature Commandos. He hasn't talked about Blue Beetle being canon in the DCU in over 2 years now. What is it a sequel to? I don't understand. None of us understand. How can this be a sequel to anything other than Superman? We need more information. He's talking about a sequel or a movie where Superman has a major role, but wasn't exactly a sequel. But he's writing a sequel. I don't. What do we do with this? What do we do with this? This is not information. This is a lack of information that just causes so much more speculation. Like clear as mud. And in 6 months, we will have misunderstood what he said. I have no guess as to what this sequel could be. Currently, Batman Brave and the Bold is in the works. They're working on it. Wonder Woman is being worked on, being written. Teen Titans is on the list, but we're not working on the script yet because we're working on Wonder Woman. Clayface is being worked on, which is possibly in Elseworlds, but we don't know yet. Booster Gold is being worked on, the series. Waller's being worked on, the series. Creature Commandos, didn't that just wrap? And James Gunn didn't write it. I mean, is it a Justice Gang movie? Are we getting a Justice Gang movie? Will that be the sequel? That's a good guess, actually. It's a really good guess. Terrence, I'm a fan of James Gunn, but he's proving to not be a good fit for DC as it stands. I don't like all these weird choices. It's the same old song with DC. I am a fan of James Gunn's filmography. I'm a fan that he's from St. Louis because I'm from St. Louis. I've been very upfront about that. I don't hide that at all. But James Gunn should not be marketing or promoting anything. He should not be left to his devices when it comes to promoting things, because he says stupid shit and he confuses people. And it's it's a freaking mess. Loki, Blue Beetle 2 to make that canon. See, that's weird. I have proved that he said Blue Beetle was canon. He was the first canon character in the DCU. Those were his words. But he hasn't spoken of him since. So it's supposed to already be canon. Blue Beetle's supposed to already be canon. But watch him go back and say, I didn't say that. Who knows why bad men do what they do? Who knows? Maybe we'll have a better idea of it after Peacemaker season 2 drops next month. Which the explanation of that is very confusing. Look, I'm really looking forward to Peacemaker. I love Peacemaker. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? What do you think this sequel could possibly be? Oh, that's this month. I forgot. It's August 1st. It's August already. My daughter's going to be 17 this month. Shoot me now. Grief, that child. Yeah, it comes out in a couple weeks, the 21st. So there you have it. But let me know what you guys think of all of this, all of these comments about writing sequels and such, because and I love you, Real. I do. He says James Gunn clarifies the Superman 2 confusion. Did he though? Did he? Buy Danny a coffee and a calendar. You can do so with that QR code right there. Go to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua. I could use the help. I got to pay for all this crap, man. I got to pay for this software and stuff. Buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua or Cash App. $ DanielleSoncasie. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Pay me to shut up. Give me money and I won't try to rap. I'm sorry. That's the thing. Does a crossover count as a sequel? I don't know. I'm confused. All of this is confusing. And I think he does it on purpose. Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability. Asthma sucks. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about any of our topics today, leave it in the chat below. Thank you, StreamYard, for doing your thing. Leave in the chat below. We are wrapping things up again. Like Kina was just saying, if you want to help support the channel, we've got Buy Me a Coffee, as we just demonstrated. We've got Cash App. But the easiest and the freest way to do so is by hitting that like button, subscribing if you are new, and ringing the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. Just aside from the Buy Me the Coffee, the Cash App, we have the official Nerdling Army over on patreon.com/comics, and you have access to outtakes, behind the scenes, early access to videos before they drop publicly on YouTube. There are exclusive Nerdling Army chat room, the question chat room where you can ask me stuff, and even the request line. You also, I am so So sorry. This is just the weather. It's the weather. It's affecting the allergies. I need to do something about this, like take better care of it. But on top of all of those perks, you also get your own exclusive Nerdling Army merch every 3 months for the first year of your membership. And it comes with your own exclusive rank and insignia because you're in the Nerdling Army, right? So you got to have a rank, right? All soldiers have ranks. So you get your own rank and insignia on your own merch every 3 months for the first year of your membership. If you are a Nerdling first class or higher, you become a moderator for the channel automatically, and all members of the Nerdling Army have their names put in the end credits of every single comics and video on all platforms. So if you're interested in helping the channel move along, if you're interested in any of those extras, go to patreon.com/comics and sign up for the official Nerdling Army. Before I draft you, I'm going to institute a draft, mandatory draft. There's also the Comics and Cosmetics merch store. We used to be Comics and Cosmetics. Now we're Comics and, because it didn't seem to fully encapsulate everything that we're about. But Etsy won't let me change the name. So it's comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Over 100 designs, hundreds of different products, all designed by yours truly right here. And proceeds go to keeping the channel alive. I don't know why I did that. I'm also the affiliate for not many, but a few different companies. All of the links I've shown you on the screen are in the description below, including my link for Leash Boss, which will save you 15% if you have a dog and you love your dog and you want things for your dog like puzzle bowls and travel supplies, really good, like reflective, tough leashes and stuffingless toys that are impossible for them to tear up. Go to my link in the description below. It'll save you 15%. Also, Zenny Optical. Zenny's got some huge summer deals going on right now. And on top of the huge discounts they're putting on their entire stock, you get another 10% off by using my link. That's also in the description below. As well as CorsVault.com/comics and the website for all your superhero collectible needs. Use my code COMICSAND to check out for 10% off today. I'm also affiliate for TikTok and CapCut. If you use those things, get those links. I'm not quite sure what they do, but if you're going to download it, use those links, please. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We look good in red. We do. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators, and we are here exclusively to entertain and educate you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you are going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So visit red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 family of podcasts. The Red 5 Network. There you go. Discover more of the Red 5 Network. For everything I have talked about today, all those links, everything, visit comicsand.squarespace.com. All the links you need for all the social media, all the podcasts, the videos, the Nerdling Army updates. There's a gallery of all my past special effects and beauty looks. All my reviews, everything is right there on comicsand.squarespace.com. So if you missed something, just go to the website. Check it out. It's all there. Let's catch up with the chat. Say goodbye to everyone. Does Blue Beetle have a release date? Nope. We haven't heard anything about it. They are supposed to do a series. I thought it was already recorded. Apparently it is not. There's some conflicting information about it. We don't know. We have no idea. Danny, always fun talking with you. You too, Terrence. You really are fun. Like, we disagree on stuff, but you're fun. Let's see. Keto, I would rather flee to Canada than be drafted. Or Mexico. You're already in the Nerdling Army. You're Nerdling first class. So there you go. Danny, I need to break out the clipboard and write down all those links. Hey, listen, just go. No, comicsand.squarespace.com. They're all there. But yeah, there's a lot of links. I like giving people options. I need help keeping the channel going because we're not monetized yet. We're still 200 hours away as of what the analytics are showing me from 5 days ago. So I have to pay for all this software and equipment myself. God, thank you to everyone who donated last week to help me get the new computer. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm going to keep saying it. But I got to pay for the StreamYard, for the Adobe, the licensing, all that stuff. My internet, which barely works. So I desperately beg people to help with that. And I want to give them options. You never know. Someone may want to help out, but they don't want to just want to like throw money at me or whatever. They want to get something in return. So we have the Patreon, we have the merch store. The Patreon also offers a way to, contribute to the channel on a subscription basis, continually. And it's relatively cheap. Like there's options as low as $3. So you get $3, $9, and $25. And they each come with better and better perks and merch. You have the merch store, which has hundreds. I mean, really, if you think about all the combinations of different products, like thousands of options on contributing to the channel. And then you have, maybe I just want to give her $5 so she'll shut the fuck up. Buy me a coffee or Cash App. So there you go. There you go. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, a nerdy weekend. And I will see you Monday morning, bright and early at the crack of 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Keep your eyes peeled, though. Okay? Keep them peeled. Because I heard
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!